Hello, you're watching New Vision TV News with me, Ruth and Asege. These are our top stories. Bundibujo floods leave many homeless. BESIGYE condemns recent murders. Human trafficking on a Commonwealth Parliamentary Conference agenda, and Southeast Sudan leaders agree on a unified government. Pounds run out of stream amid UK Parliament shut down. And in our special report today, Ugandans will soon use the Kira electric buses after the conclusion of their construction. Hello, you're watching New Vision TV News. We broadcast from the New Vision newsroom. We take a look at the news around Uganda first. Just like Security Minister General Eli Tumwine had said, MPs will not be allowed into premises of safe houses. The legislators were today denied access at all the three facilities they went to. We have the details.
Members of Parliament sitting on the Human Rights Committee led by the chairperson Nantume Egunyu were denied access to some of the suspected detention facilities, also referred as safe houses. They visited one at Chengera in Wakiso, Nalukolongo and Nakasero in Kampala. Although Egunyu was allowed entry at Nakasero, she declined after other members were not allowed entry. The legislators say they made an on-to-spot visit to the facilities to verify information that people were being tortured in these facilities. They said they would make a report and present it to Parliament.
As a committee, we were told that there is a safe house here. We are acting on suspicion. And when we landed here, we wanted to enter inside and see what takes place inside. That is the fact. And according to what I've seen here, they've not allowed us to enter inside. We work as a committee, we work as a team. So even if they wanted the chairperson of the committee to enter inside, I would not go alone. I would want to go with my members so that we make a report on an informed point of view. Now that they've not allowed us to enter, we are going back to Parliament to make a decision and make our report based on what we've seen.
At the end of last month, Minister for Security General Eli Tumwine told the Human Rights Committee of Parliament that they cannot visit safe houses in the country for security reasons. This was after the Speaker of Parliament, Rebecca Kadaga, directed the Human Rights Committee to investigate reports on the presence of safe houses in Ramayuba in Kalangala and Chengera in Wakiso district. In a heated meeting, General Tumwine and the MPs disagreed on the committee's term of reference, which requires them to visit and ascertain the status of the safe houses in the country. General Tumwine told the MPs that for security reasons, there are areas where the committee is not allowed to visit. Tumwine also told the House that the Constitution supersedes the role of MPs, a statement that angered the MPs. However, Latif Sebagala, the Kawempe North MP, says that Parliament Committee on Human Rights is investigating torture and therefore they cannot be stopped from visiting safe houses. The Gara East Member of Parliament, Raphael Majeza, said Tumwine was undermining the role and power of the committee and was failing to answer questions in his docket. Chadondo East Member of Parliament, Robert Chagulanyi Sentam, said the minister was failing to cooperate with the committee and was being unapologetic of the fact that several Ugandans are being mistreated and held incommunicado. This report was compiled by Eddie Sejowa for New Vision TV.
The African Union Mission in Somalia, AMISOM, has handed over warship former Al-Shabaab territory near the Indian Ocean to the Somali security forces, making a fast-paced implementation of the Somalia Transition Plan. Under the Comprehensive Transition Plan, AMISOM is expected to transfer security responsibility to Somalia National Security Forces by 2021, ahead of the proposed complete drawdown in 2021. 2021. Speaking at the handover of the wash base in Somali forces, Major General James Nakibus Lakara, the Deputy Commander of AMISOM in charge of operations and plans, said the transition plan is on course ahead of the 2021 proposed exit process. He said AMISOM has handed over the Somali National University, Mogadishu Stadium, Jale Siyad Military Academy via Amfado in Kismayo, and now is handing over Woshi. Moving on, the continuous rains in Bundibujo district have left many homeless, roads destroyed, and 2 bridges were washed away by floods this morning. On Sunday evening, property worth millions of shillings was destroyed following the 2-hour torrential rains that battered Tokwe, Bubukwanga, and Ntororo sub-counties. The most affected areas are Kirumia and Humia trading centers, where streams burst their banks and destroyed crops, shops, houses, and household items. Experts have warned the contamination of water sources, floods, and washing away of latrines may trigger other risk factors. Bundibujo LC5 chairperson Ronald Mtegeki, the Uganda Red Cross, together with the security team, have so far visited areas to assess the magnitude of the damage caused by the disaster. This is the 3rd time heavy rains are hitting Bundibujo in a space of just 2 months. We continue looking at more stories making news around Uganda. From Jinja District, retired Colonel Dr. Kiza BESIGYE for Forum for Democratic Change has condemned the recent murders in the country that have raised fear and panic among the people. BESIGYE said the killings have caused insecurity whereby people no longer move freely for fear of their lives. He challenged the Minister of Security, General Eli Tumwine, to explain why murderers are using guns to kill innocent people. The opposition chief urged the security minister turn to matters of importance by investigating the causes of these recent murders where innocent people have lost lives. He made the remarks on Sunday during dua prayers for Hajj Abeka Kirunda, who returned recently from pilgrim in Mecca at his home in Ambakot Estate in Jinja municipality. News from Hoima. The district police commander Christopher Katumba has today toured Hoima School of Nursing and Midwifery following a students' strike on Sunday. The nursing students went on strike over what they termed as the sick situation at the institute. They accused the principal, Betty Pachuo Angujero, for neglecting their concerns. These include poor meals served at the institute, poor academic standards, and poor accommodation. They demand Angujero should resign. New Vision TV efforts to reach Angujero were futile. Pius Wakabi, the Bugaya County Member of Parliament, says he will raise the Hoima nursing school issues on the floor of Parliament tomorrow and also petition the State House Anti-Corruption Unit to intervene in the matter. Closing off the news around Uganda is a story from Kampala, Uganda's capital city. State Minister for Gender and Culture, Peace Mutuzo, has said Uganda will use the opportunity of hosting the Parliamentary Commonwealth Conference, to discuss issues of human trafficking and mistreatment of workers abroad. Speaking to the New Vision, Peace Mutuzo expressed concern over the issues of human trafficking and failure by employers to respect the dignity of migrant workers. She said such issues should be raised and captured by the political leaders of countries that will take part in the conference. A 2018 human trafficking report by the U.S. Embassy in Uganda indicates that although the government has tightened grip on trafficking in persons, a lot still needs to be done. As we end the news around Uganda, we have been campaigning to save River RWIZI. We continue with the same campaign today. Now 2 kilometers away from Mbara town, along the Mbara and Tungamo Road, brick killings are what you see just a few meters from the River RWIZI. Some are being burnt while others are being dismantled and loaded on trucks. This human activity has contributed to the death of the mighty river. We say, please save River RWIZI.
RWIZI ukaba ari RWIZI amezi garukwijura gakafika kuriya kugabwa abantu kuhinga bakata mu mfreji amezi hati gagenzere